out there? I am Spanangwabo, your sports guru. Catch me live every Saturday morning from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. Only on Nirvana Wild FM. Your beat, your music. Danko. Oh, come tomorrow afternoon at Anfield. Surely this song will be making the rounds at Anfield Stadium as Liverpool take on the defending champions Manchester City, the citizens, the men in sky blue.
Through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid.
Oh yes, there is chaos in the studio. I see Loudmouth putting his hands high as he's not going, never going alone.
Of a storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver sound of love. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, for your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on, walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never
You will never walk alone. That was Liverpool's anthem. Surely it is going to be the order of the day. Come tomorrow afternoon, 5 o'clock at Anfield as they try to topple the defending champion. That is Manchester City. Who will it be? Will Liverpool manage to get and give their boss, Jurgen Klopp, a like send off? As we all know that come end of the season, Jurgen Klopp will definitely be leaving Anfield. So we'll be watching the space. What's going to happen come tomorrow afternoon?
the love of my own. I said blue moon, sun standing alone.
Oh yes, Manchester City, they will never lie down and make life easy for Liverpool. They will try and take the fight to the Reds.
Sun standing alone.
I say my guest there, Loudmouth, doesn't like this sound. He's so objecting to it. Utoma strong, Loudmouth. Yes, are sterk vs. Me mad.
Without a love of mine, you're sun standing alone. Without a dream in my heart, without a love of mine, I said blue moon, sun standing alone. Without a dream in my heart, without a love of mine, I said blue moon, sun standing alone. Without a dream in my heart, without a love of mine.
the Blue Moon. A very good morning and a warm welcome to you wherever you are within the South African borders and beyond. We've got you covered. Don't you worry about a thing. All you have to do is sit back, relax, and allow us to entertain you. You are tuning in to Sports Geek with Manalo Ngobo, only on Nirvana World FM. Your beat, your music. You can always get in touch with us on our studio WhatsApp line number, which is 07-333-16934. Our studio WhatsApp line number again is 07-333-16934. While on social media platform, you might as well follow me across all social media platforms. I am at Sibonelo Ngobo across all the social media platforms. TikTok and Facebook, we are there as Nirvana World FM.
The fields of Anfield Road, we are all supporters, and we come from Liverpool. Ale, 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 ale. We've conquered all of Europe, we're never gonna stop. From Paris down to Turkey, we've won the fucking lot. From Paisley up to Shankly, the fields of Anfield Road.
Oh yes, that is the Liverpool's song that's playing in the background. If your blood is definitely red, you have to love this song.
Ale, 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 ale. Conquered all of Europe, we're never gonna stop. From Paris down to Turkey, we've won the fucking lot.
You and I, we are together from now 11 o'clock until 1 p.m. Not that I'm complaining, I just love the sound of it. Organjan Ferre, that's how they roll in the township. At the summit, like I did mention at the beginning of the show, that we do have our studio guest in the form and shape of Donovan Blichnard, aka Loudmouth. He's in the building. He's going to be joining me as soon. He's going to be sitting right next to my Kev. Huh? Did I say next to my Kev? Do I have a Kev? Okay, whatever it is, Loudmouth will be joining me soon. We'll be talking what's happening in the world of wrestling. I believe there's a big event that's coming up down in Eastern Cape, Gqeberha, Port Elizabeth, if you like, the Windy City, so they say.
Ale, ale, ale.
And then come 12:05, we'll be joined by our sports analyst, Motiba Peter. We'll get to hear what he has to say in as far as the whole sporting world is concerned. We'll be looking at rugby, cricket, netball, football, you name it. It is all happening. It is all on our this afternoon's menu. Let's quickly go for the breather. When we return, we will definitely be joined by our studio guest, Mr. Loudmouth himself. He's here in the flesh. He's in the building. He has just dominated, taken over the building. We'll get to hear what he has to say.
Welcome. This is your favorite station. Stay tuned.
Summer came and left without a warning. you please surrender?
Oh, we're gonna keep it open.
Remember how you loved me. Time was all we had until the day we said goodbye. I remember every moment with those endless summer nights.
Oh, thank you very much to Richard Max who gave us the song Endless Summer Nights. Talking of summer nights, that definitely reminds me of the endless summer that we seem to be experiencing here in South Africa this season. Come to think of it, it is almost, we are approaching mid-March, but the heat wave is still very much with us here in South Africa. Talking of a heat wave, so I will kindly and humbly request that where possible, please try and stay indoors. If you cannot stay indoors, please try and use those sunscreens, sunblock, to try and protect yourself from those skin cancer, whatever you call it, heat stroke, whatever it is. Try and keep yourself hydrated as much as you possibly can, because this heat wave seems to be not going anywhere. Come to think of it, it's towards Easter weekend, but it's so extremely hot. What is it? Is it climate change? What is it? Because surely the weather should be starting to be cold by now.
It should be starting to be cold by now, but my goodness, man, last night 25 degrees at 9:30 at night. Why? Why? It's unnecessary.
Unnecessary. That is Endless Summer Nights. We got it from Richard Max. It looks like climate change is definitely getting the better of us. In case you didn't know, who was it that I've just that has just commented? It is my studio guest in the form and shape of Donovan Blichnard, aka Loudmouth, is in the building. Loudmouth.
What's happening, cousin?
Oh, thank you. It's like it's just the other day when I had you in the studio, but it's long time. Time
Man,
flies.
it's been a while. It's actually, I think it's just been about 10 months
Yeah.
since I've been in the studio. Man, I missed you.
Oh.
Look at you. You're looking good, man. What are you hitting the gym now? You
I have to try and remain relevant. You
I'm
know?
telling you, man. I'm telling you. Your bench press. You're gonna hit that personal best any day now.
Oh, thank you very much. I can live with those such compliments.
35 kilograms is nothing to laugh at, my friend.
Yeah, no,
35 kilograms.
I can live with those. Keep those compliments coming. Just for the benefit of our listeners, in case they're wondering, okay, who on earth is Donovan Blechnard or Loudmouth? Let's go with Loudmouth.
Yeah, let's
let's leave the formalities.
Yeah, man.
Let's leave the Donovan Blechnard for home affairs stuff.
That's it. Yeah, man.
Who is Loudmouth?
Man, that is an interesting and complex question, because Loudmouth is a character
Okay.
that I portray. It is a part of my personality that I put out for the wrestling public and the wrestling persona. Now, it is unfortunate. Well, it's not unfortunate. It's fortunate in the same way, because I'm the bad guy. And I'm unashamedly the bad guy. So
Tell me about it.
I am very happy with my role to be the bad guy. I'm perfectly fine with it. And I've, over the past 16 years that I've been wrestling, I've become pretty good at being the bad guy. So I'm happy with it. People love it.
I love it too.
Yeah, there we go.
I love it too. I definitely cannot complain. Give me Loudmouth at any given time. I'm fine. I can handle that. Leave Donovan Blechnard. I'll come and check him later.
Yeah, that's for other people. That's for
Yeah,
other people at
leave
other
Donovan
time.
for home affairs to handle that.
Yeah, that's it. Monday to Friday, 8 to 5, Jesus has got the wheel.
Exactly.
From 6 o'clock on Friday, Loudmouth, you're up. Here we go. Drive the bus.
Oh, yes. Coming back to South Africa, South Africa is divided this weekend because of the Soweto Dub. I know you are not here to talk soccer, but I'm the boss of this studio, so
Of course.
things go my way.
Of
Whatever I say, it goes. So even though you are here for wrestling, I demand that we start just a little bit of to discuss a little bit of soccer. South Africa is divided. Why? Simply because it is the Soweto derby. The whole southern region is divided. We've got fans come as far as your Namibia, your Mozambique, your Zimbabwe coming to watch this big game this afternoon. Come through 3 p.m. this afternoon. What can you expect? What is your take in as far as the Soweto derby is concerned?
You know, you need to look at the context of what is happening in what happened with Chiefs in the Nedbank Cup and being knocked out in the first round.
By the minnows.
It's embarrassing.
Embarrassing. Yes.
There's no other way to put it. And Chiefs are going to be hurting from that. However, I don't think they have what it takes to beat a Pirates team that, let's face it, isn't at the top of their game either.
Yes.
So now you've got this weird dynamic of a team that wants to prove a point in Pirates and a team that has to prove a point in Chiefs. Two things are going to happen. One, I predict a red card in the game.
Yeah?
I predict a red card. I predict a red card in the game because guys have to put their reputations on the line. Because when you look at the teams that have been playing recently, there has not been one standout player.
Exactly.
So there has to be somebody now that has to step up. Now either they step up with goals or they step up in attitude. And what happens is, if you step up in attitude, there's a fine line to walk between being that person and going over. And I don't think the Chiefs' mindset is at that place where they can take it easy.
They can't afford.
They can't afford to take it easy.
They
So,
can't afford.
one thing. Now, if you do Super Sports or Hollywood Bets or Keith Ho Bet Exchange and all of that stuff, two things. The Loudmouth's going to give you 2 bits of advice. One, somebody's going to be sent off. Two, I predict Pirates win.
Oh, Kaizer Chiefs definitely not going to like what you've just said. They just can't afford any disappointment as far as Kaizer Chiefs. Kaizer Chiefs, they can't afford any more disappointment. So if you go on and predict Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates win come this afternoon, surely that's the worst thing Kaizer Chiefs faithfuls want to hear.
It is the worst situation that is happening, but because of it, there has to be a change. And I'm not talking about a change of coach, and I'm not talking about a change of players. They've got a good squad of players. They've got a good coach at the moment. The structure needs to come from above. That needs to change. That mindset from above needs to change before the team can change. I feel that Chiefs need to lose this game for them to be change, and for them to turn the corner and say, okay, this is it. We've had enough. We need to look at ourselves as a club. We need to look at ourselves as a culture, and we need to look at ourselves as people. And from there, that's when change happens. Because you can change the coach 20, 30, 40
They've done it. They've changed 100 coaches.
Exactly.
Results are not forthcoming.
There we go.
So you can't keep on doing the same thing and expect different results.
That's it. You're coming in at halftime and expecting a full-time score. The Chiefs need to hit another bump in the road for the mindset to change. And once the mindset changes, give it a season or two, and we'll have a new Premier League. We'll have a new Premiership champion, Kaizer Chiefs. Give it 2 seasons, but they need to lose this game for that change to happen.
Our studio guest, Loudmouth, has called it that he predicts that Orlando Pirates, they will definitely run away. Winners come this afternoon, and definitely Kaizer Chiefs, that is the lose that Kaizer Chiefs need for better things to start changing, for better things to come going forward in as far as the Glamour Boys are concerned. I wouldn't have said it better myself. Going elsewhere tomorrow, Super Sunday in England, Liverpool, number 1, takes on the defending champions, number 2, Manchester City. What can we expect tomorrow?
Liverpool, Liverpool, Liverpool. 3-1.
In favour of the Reds.
3-1 in favour of the Reds. 2 goals by Darwin Núñez and 1 goal, and this is going to happen. I'm putting it now. I've put money on it this weekend. Joe Gomez is going to score his first goal in 8 years for Liverpool. It's going to be a screamer, 25 yards. It's going to hit the corner. Anfield is going to blow its roof. Telling you now.
Anfield is going to blow its roof. Why? Simply because Loudmouth predicts the Reds will definitely bring down the defending champion. That is Manchester City.
Absolutely.
And then fast forward towards the end of the season, looking at the whole English Premier League, do you think
Liverpool, they stand a chance of going all the way and give their boss, Jurgen Klopp, a leg send-off. As we all know, that come end of the season, Jurgen Klopp will be leaving Anfield. So how do you look at the English Premier League going forward?
Obviously, winning the league is the ideal situation. Yes, Liverpool have had their injuries and they're currently in an injury crisis.
Yes.
But when you look at other teams have had just as much injuries as well. Newcastle at one stage had 13 first-team players out. They were playing with their academy players. So it's not a Liverpool problem. It's a seasonal problem. The guys are playing too many games. There's a lot of things happening. Will Liverpool win the Premier League?
Yes, that's a big question.
The answer is yes, they can.
Yes, they can.
Yes, they can. But it is going to be, they have to be near perfect. I'm talking about as perfect as they can be to stop Man City. Arsenal are going to fall by the wayside.
Come on, they can't do it 2 times. They did it last season. You expect them to do it again this season?
I expect them to do it again this season simply because Liverpool had 2 seasons where they had 90 plus points and couldn't beat Man City.
Yes.
Not in their history has Arsenal hit 90 points.
Oh.
Liverpool did it twice in 2 consecutive seasons and still lost the league.
Yeah, I remember.
So for Arsenal to come in and do that, that team does not have 90 points in them.
Yeah.
That team does not have
You've
90
got a great
points
point
in them.
there.
Liverpool, you can look at that team and you can say, as you look at that team now, even with the youngsters, that's a 90-point team. City, you look at that team, that's a 90-point team. Arsenal,
Not a 90.
99-point team.
So it's going to be a 2-horse race, Liverpool and so
Man City.
definitely tomorrow's game, it is a potential championship defining match.
It is, but then you must remember next week, Arsenal come to Anfield.
Ash. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one.
If-
So Liverpool, they've got 2 tough games in as far as what, say within 7 days or so.
Oh no, and then there's the second leg of the Europa League.
Champions League, yeah.
The Europa League in the middle of
Europa
that
League,
as well.
yes.
So you're looking at that. Yes, they killed off Sparta Prague 5-1. Sparta Prague had lost only 1 game the entire season up until that point. And Liverpool dropped them 5-1.
So can they do it again? But the goal average is in aggregate is in their favour.
They predicting a double-digit aggregate win for Liverpool to get to the quarterfinals. It's not without the realm of possibility.
Rama possibility. Only Loudmouth can put it that way. I would have said it better myself. So, in conclusion, putting your head on the block, who will win the English Premier League?
Liverpool by 1.
Okay.
Liverpool by 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from the man himself, Loudmouth. Liverpool winning the championship with 1 point. It's going to be a tight one. What do they call it in horse racing? Photo finish.
That's it. They're going to pull a Springbok.
Oh, the 1-pointer specialist.
The 1-point specialist.
The 1-pointer specialist.
That's it, man.
Talking of Springbok, let me quickly throw in a quick question to you. This week, the news that broke out, actually yesterday, is that Northwest University, they've honored Rassie Erasmus with the doctorate. He is now Dr. Rassie Erasmus. What's your take on that? Is it too early? Is it long overdue?
Listen, as far as Rassie's concerned, he can run around the street buck naked. Everybody will be like, it's Rassie, it's fine. The man can do no wrong.
Yes, absolutely.
So, look, is he a polarizing figure? Yes. But you must understand that he's playing a game against the All Black team that's masters at psychology.
Ish.
The Northern Hemisphere teams that are learning from the Southern Hemisphere teams how to get the psychology behind the rugby together. And Rassie, as far as I'm concerned, and I know there's a lot of people who will say that Ireland's the best team in the world, the wrong people have won the World Cup, blah, blah, fish paste, whatever it may be. The point is, Rassie engineered 3 consecutive 1-point victories. Now,
3 tough ones.
Now, I was
and one
speaking-
of them was against the host.
Now, I was speaking to another friend of mine that plays club rugby. he says it is much harder to manage a game when you're winning by 1 point than it is to manage a game if it's a 47-10 or a 47-15. Your game management needs to be on point, because you cannot give away a penalty.
You can't.
You cannot miss a tackle.
You can't.
You cannot. Somebody cannot slip on your inside. You have to be focused at all times. And if you look at the guys, the bomb squad and things like that,
Yes.
when Ox came on,
Yes.
when Steven Kitsoff came on, Frans Malherbe, people look at Andre Pollard's kick.
Kicking, yeah.
They look at Cheslin Colby's his position and plays, his
Positioning and
charge down and
everything.
things like that. In the final, Frans Malherbe,
Yes.
the tight head prop, was the first player on that field to 15 tackles. And the only reason Peter Steph du Toit
Oh, yes. Oh,
made
what?
more tackles
Oh.
is because Frans Malherbe had been taken off the field.
So Peter Steph du Toit had to take over.
Had to take over. Now, for a person that's 130 kilograms to make 15 tackles in 40 minutes,
That's something else.
that is a testament to the training that Rassie has given those guys. So for Rassie to have a doctorate, you can give him a doctorate, you can make him emperor, you can make him emperor of KwaZulu-Natal, you can make him the Tsarina of Tokyo. Give him everything. Give him everything. Give him the keys to your house. Let him put on your wife's panties. He can do whatever he wants. It's fine.
Marry your daughter, everything.
Marry everybody's daughters.
No, he doesn't have to pay any lobola. No. Give it to him for mahala.
Yeah, you can pay Lobola in slippers. That's fine. So carry on with it.
I would have said it better myself. Let's go for a breather. When we return, we'll be getting straight to the content of our discussion. We'll be talking wrestling with our guest. There is none other than Loudmouth himself. And hear what he has to say. What's happening in the world of wrestling?
10 toes, walk me through some heavy blows. I roll, the more I know, the more I grow. 'Cause life is beautiful. I don't regret this road. I've lived to know one life, one love, one flow. You just gotta know. You know this life can crush your goals. You gotta know you're not alone. It's in your mind. You feel your soul. Fly free and live life. With my head held high, I'll walk alone. If it breaks my body, it breaks my bone. Why live to die when you can live to sorrow? Though some of them will love you and some of them won't. But high and low, we all burn. We're marginal, we're striving on. So come on, everybody, pump it on, 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 pump it on. I'm left to know that life is just one show. As the clouds flow, pumping high, phenomenal. Be original, don't make it dismal. It's just one show, one shot, one time, one blow. You just gotta know. You know this life can crush your goals. You gotta know you're not alone. It's in your mind. You trail your soul. Fly free and live life. With my head held high, I'll walk alone. If it breaks my body, it breaks my bone. Why live to die when you can live to sorrow? Though some of them will love you and some of them won't. But high and low, we all burn. We're marginal, we're striving on. So come on, everybody, pump it on, 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 pump it on. I'm sick of hypocrisy, tearing down our families, economies, policies, hide behind democracy. Authorities stress to please, stopping all necessities, spreading death and disease, sent back on the skin. 'Cause if God is what I'm a bitch, and if he's A, I'm the general praise, and if he's love, 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 I'm the little beat, pump it in your sleep, pump it in your sleep. You know this life can crush your goals. You gotta know you're not alone. It's in your mind to jail your soul. Fly free and live life. With my head held high, I'll rock and roll. If it breaks my body, it breaks my bone. Oh, I live to die when you can live to sorrow. Though some of them will love you and some of them won't. But high and low, we all one. We're marching on, we're striving on. So come on, everybody, pump it on. Pump it on, pump it on, pump it on. Pump it on, pump it on, pump it on. Pump it on, pump it on, pump it on. Pump it on, pump it on, pump it on. Pump it on.
Oh, thank you very much to Toya Deleza. Pump it on. In case you didn't know her, who Toya Deleza is, she is the niece of the IFP emeritus leader. That is Dr. Mangosuthu Buthelezi, whom we unfortunately lost last year. May his soul rest in peace. That was Toya Deleza. Pump it on. And my guest here, Loudmouth, he definitely loved the song. And you had something to say about this song. You said this song, you feel it should be used elsewhere.
Just that lyric, when it breaks my body, breaks my bones.
Yes.
Man, that is the very definition of professional wrestling, because when you are a wrestler, now in a rugby team you've got 22 players, hockey
Yes.
team 11 players, MMA, boxing, professional wrestling, things like that. You have got yourself. If you get injured in a fight, I've seen plenty of fighters. Broken noses, they've dislocated their collarbones, they've fallen and hurt themselves and things like that. There's no substitutes.
You are all by yourself.
You by
You're
yourself.
flying solo.
So you carry on, and when you get out the ring, or you get out of the octagon or whatever, things like that, and you're struggling to walk and things like that. When you look down at your ankle, you've now hurt your ankle. You know, it's
There's no reserve.
there's no reserve. There's no reserve. And then the thing that irks me, and I'm going to mention it out now because it happened when I walked in. Oh, is wrestling fake?
That's a big question.
That is a big question. It irritates me because, look, we understand how wrestling works. Okay, we understand that I am a character. I play a character in the ring.
Yes.
I go out there and I put my best physical self forward. Whether I've practiced the moves or not is irrelevant, because as a boxer, you need to learn how to jab, right? You need to learn how to throw a hook. You need to learn how to take a punch. That is what we do in training. We learn how to brace ourselves.
Yes.
And in MMA, you learn how to put on an armbar.
Yes.
While in professional wrestling, we learn how to throw a body slam.
So now that you've put that question, that is wrestling fake or rehearsed or it's just acting? So what is the genuine answer?
What
Is
what
it
is-
genuine or what? Because that's one of the big questions, that how genuine this is. Are these people going an act for us, or is it genuine? How genuine is
Okay,
it?
let me put it to you this way. What's your favorite movie?
Hard Target. Oh, have just given my age away?
Hard Target with
Hard
Jean-Claude-
Target
with
for
Jean-Claude
Van Damme.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
one where he's got the mullet halfway
But
down his
yes,
yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's fake.
that's fake.
That movie's fake.
Hard Target for Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yes, because he's playing a character.
Yes,
He's doing his own stunts.
yes,
He's falling down. He's telling a story, right?
exactly.
Now, with us, we're telling the story, but we're telling it live in front of people. There is no room for mistakes.
There's no cuts, there's no editing, there's no what.
There's nothing like that. So think of professional wrestling as an action movie come to life. And when you can see it in that way, wrestling is not fake.
It is not fake.
Wrestling is a dance between two characters telling you a story to be entertained. Now, whether you are entertained or not depends on A, how well I have done my job as a bad guy. Because if I've done my job as a bad guy and you boo me for no reason whatsoever, besides the fact that I'm the bad guy, I've done my job.
That's the whole idea.
If you're screaming for the good guy to hurt me because I'm the bad guy, And that's what a villain is in the story.
Exactly.
You want the good guy to be
Yeah.
the bad guy, because ultimately what happened is good triumphs over evil, right?
Exactly.
Now you start to look at professional wrestling in a different light. Now the story of, oh, is it fake, doesn't come into
To the equation.
the equation. It's, am I entertained
That's the whole idea.
by the story?
That's the whole idea.
So, are you entertained by the story? Take the cynicism. Now, this is a problem that South Africa has in general. We are very jaded by what's happened with the failure of service delivery, the failure of our government to create certain projects, the failure of independent and private companies to assist South Africa. You know, there's still a big discrepancy between rich and poor, where people stay, things like that. It's a thing that is serious. We need to take care of. But what my job is to do is, when I'm in front of a people inside that wrestling ring, is to suspend all of that drama that you're having in your day and in your life, and focus on something that is going to entertain you, that is going to bring joy to your life. And when that happens, once again, you start looking at wrestling in a totally different light. You won't ask, is it fake? You'll ask yourself, am I entertained?
That's, yeah.
And when I'm entertained,
and as an audience, that's what I want. I
and
want to be entertained.
when I'm entertained and I'm doing my job,
Exactly. The job done.
the job is done. And you don't need to believe in professional wrestling, but believe in me, because I'm going to make you believe in me.
Okay, still, you've mentioned a good point that in wrestling you fly as solo. You are all that you have. In football, rugby, I know about the preparations of the game. I know the players, they take on the field, they do their drills in the locker room, they sing, they swear, they whatsoever to get themselves geared up for the game. In wrestling, how do you get yourself geared up, your adrenaline going, geared up, ready for the game? Just take us through the behind the scenes before you take the ring.
Okay, I'll give you my scenario. Okay, so what I do is I open up my wrestling bag:
Yes.
boots, socks, knee guards, outfit. I take my knee, obviously protection first. So I put on my knee braces and things like that. You know, I've been wrestling for 16 years. The knees are an issue. So that goes on first. Then my outfit comes on. The last thing I do is I tie up my boots. Now, when I tie up my boots, that's when people know. When I start tying up my boots, I go quiet. Now, that's a big problem for me, because the loud mouth, right?
Loudmouth.
But when I start putting on my boots, I go very quiet, because in my mind now, it is go time. Because once those boots are on, and I've got 20 whole lace up professional wrestling boots, black and white ones. When those things go on, my mouth goes shut, my mind goes open, because now it's time to get into that zone of, what do I need to do to be the best performer in the ring? And that's when I start going through my mind. That's when the mouth goes shut, the mind goes open. And I'm through that. So I would say about half an hour before the show.
Half an hour.
Not before my match, because I might be the second last or the last match or anything like that. Half an hour before the show.
Not necessarily your fight.
Not necessarily my fight. Half an hour before the show, I'm fully dressed in my kit, and I'm pacing.
Yes.
Up and down, because now I'm going through everything in my mind. What do I need to do? I take a look at the crowd, where the crowd is situated, who's making the most noise, where am I going to be working my angles from, and things like that. Now I'm starting to pace in my mind. I'm going through it. Okay, this is what needs to happen now. This is what needs to happen now. Where am I now? How is this going on? All that time I'm stretching to make sure I'm loose, because if you get into the ring and you're stiff,
yes.
You're going to hurt yourself. So that is my pre-game ritual. I've been doing it for 16 years, and some guys prefer to get dressed a few minutes before their match. I'm not that guy. I've got a very A-type personality. I need to be ready half an hour before the show. I'm fully dressed, fully kitted, hydrated, and I'm thinking about what the game plan is.
You talk about stretching and preparing yourself, but I see your knee seems to be not in shape. What is about your knee?
Okay. Since September last year, I've changed the way I've trained.
Yes.
I haven't gone so much into the minutiae of what I need to do in the ring. It's how long I can last in the ring, my stamina. So I've been working a lot on my stamina. I've dropped 14 kilograms in body fat. I've picked up about 13% in strength. My core strength is a lot more. So I'm doing different exercises. And this week was a lot of squatting and preparing, because when you are a wrestler, you need to work on your core, especially a guy like me who likes to throw people. You know, I do a lot of suplexes in the ring and things like that. You need a strong core.
Exactly.
So I was working on some squats and some military presses, and as I picked the bar up to do a clean and jerk, the patella tendon opened.
And the pain?
I would rather be kicked in the testicles twice. then go through that pain again. So yeah, that happened. I have not gone to the doctor to go and have it checked out. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't have time.
Come on, baby.
I've got other priorities to do.
Surely the knee should be one of your priorities, because I mean your career, your game depends on it.
I'll take 2 Voltaren injections and I'll go through it.
Typical wrestler.
Look, it's not the first time I've had a knee injury.
Okay.
It's not the second time I've had a knee injury on the same knee. So we as professional wrestlers and as combat sports, and you can ask anybody who does MMA and boxing and things like that, 9 times out of 10 you're fighting injured.
Yeah.
You're fighting with some sort of injury.
Injury that you're carrying out.
So you train through it.
It becomes a second nature.
Yeah, you train through it. You have a nice wrestler's breakfast in the morning. You eat your food, 2 pain pills, 3 anti-inflammatories. You take a Voltaren injection, and you're on your way.
You're ready to rumble.
You go to work. That's it. That's what you do.
Yeah, talking of a big fight, I believe there is a big event that's coming down in the Eastern Cape, the Windy City, Port Elizabeth, if you like. Gqeberha of late. Talk to us. What's happening?
Man, Wrestle Monster 6, the granddaddy on the African continent. We're doing things a little bit differently, because for the past years, we've had a few internationals come out. Now,
Yes.
World Association of Wrestling South Africa has in the past brought out internationals. We're the only wrestling promotion that brings out internationals on a regular basis. Other guys do it, but we do it on a regular basis. At Wrestle Monster 3, we had 2 Samoans from the Anawai family.
Oh, those must be monsters.
Oh boy, monsters! And let me tell you something. Those boys know how to drink. They know how to drink, and I had to babysit them. So whatever they're drinking, I had to drink too.
Okay.
That's a different story. That's a campfire story. So we've had the Anawai family out here. We had Alpha Jr. and LA Smooth. We've had guys like Shelton Benjamin wrestle with us. Jack Swagger wrestle with us. Now what we've done this year is we've pitted the best of South Africa in terms of professional wrestling with the best of the UK. Now there's a promotion in the UK called World Association of Wrestling UK.
Yes.
Now if you watch the movie Fighting with My Family,
Yes.
with Paige and how she got to the WWE,
Exactly.
she's a part of the Knight family. So the actual people that story is based on, besides Saraya, who works in AEW, Ricky Knight Sr., Saraya's mother, Saraya, who she
Exactly,
based her
yes,
name on.
yes.
The PJ Knight, the brothers, are coming through to wrestle South African wrestlers. And we are going to have it as an international test series, where a South African wrestler is taking on a UK wrestler, and we are having, the winner is obviously the one that scores the most points, the most victories. What are they going to win? They're going to win bragging rights.
Okay.
They are going to win the pride of their country. A little bit of extra money in the pocket.
Okay, that's good.
Because now we've associated ourselves with the UK company. And they said to us, no, we're going to train you guys because we believe that we've got the best wrestlers. And we said, no, hold on a second. We've got some decent talent here. And they turned around and they said, prove it.
Okay.
So we said, challenge accepted. So now, 29th of March, at the Splash Festival down at Nelson Mandela Bay, Gqeberha, if you will, we are going to have the best of South Africa versus the best of the UK and of Europe, and we are going to put them together in one spectacular that is going to blow the roof off the Eastern Cape, because we're going to have It's best versus best. We're not going to have, we might have 1 or 2 developmental matches, but it's going to be the best of the best versus each other. Now, we bringing out the big guns because we've got our WAW World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Wrestling. We've got our WAW All Africa Champion, TJ Tremor.
Exactly.
He's taking on PJ Knight, their champion. We've got myself, former All Africa champion. We've got Exterminator.
Loudmouth. Boo, 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 boo.
We've got Exterminator, former All Africa champion. We have got Ananzi, former All Africa champion. We've got Devon Shooter, who plies his trade in Canada. He's the 365 wrestling champion, that side, the combat champion, that side. He's coming over to represent South Africa.
Oh, yes.
And then they bringing their guys. PJ Knight, who's the WAW champion. They're bringing out a guy by the name of Mitchell Starr, who's the WAW European champion. They're bringing out a guy by the name, he calls himself this Drew Marshall. He's got a. They give themselves the Scottish Superman. They give themselves this ridiculous nicknames. He's coming out. He is the light heavyweight champion. So they bring in their champions. We've got our champions here, and I forgot to mention a gentleman by the name of Joshua the Bull from KwaZulu-Natal.
Oh, yes.
The man can bench press 200 kilograms.
Nah, you're kidding me.
Telling you. So we've got the best of the best that South Africa has to offer.
Yes.
And they better bring their best.
Their best, yes.
They better bring their best because now we're going to be broadcasting on YouTube.
Oh, yes.
The event. We're going to be broadcasting on Facebook Live and TikTok. We're going to show the world that South African wrestlers are as good as the UK wrestlers and as good as the American wrestlers, because a lot of these guys wrestle in America as well. So we're going to show them that the South African wrestlers are better than them. And the eyes of the world are going to be on us. Exactly. And we're going to make sure that we give them the very, very, very best. And we chose the very best for that particular reason.
And you're at home. You have to keep the South African flag flying sky high.
Exactly. Because we've beaten the British and Irish Lions.
Okay.
We've beaten the English Roses at netball. We've beaten them in hockey. So we have to maintain. Drickus du Plessis is busy kicking butt.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question.
Overseas.
MMA,
what's it? I forget his first name, but his surname is Simon.
Yeah.
Also a flyweight out there that's also doing tremendous things. The kickboxer, the K1 kickboxer, Kevin Larina. Yeah. He's a champion out there too. You know.
So you're under pressure.
We are under pressure to perform, but we're not going to let everybody down because we have done the preparations. And just to give you an example, since September last year till now, as I mentioned, I've lost 14 kilograms. I'm in the
and
best.
I can see you're in shape.
In the best shape that I've been in since I started wrestling 16 years ago. I'm in that good a shape. So the guy that they put me up against, he better be 100% ready. I take that back. He better be 1,000% ready, because we are not down there to make up the numbers. We are down there for victory.
To compete, yeah.
For victory.
You spoke about you just mentioned that the guy that they're going to put against you. So my next question is the draw already done or still yet? Will it be done on the day, or you don't know yet whom are you going to lock horns with?
There are 3 matches that are confirmed at the moment.
Yes. Now,
we've got our WAW heavyweight champion, Mr. Wrestling. Yes. He's going to take on Drew Marshall, which is the WAW light heavyweight champion. TJ Tremor went over to WAW and picked a fight with a guy by the name of PJ Knight. Now, PJ Knight is their champion.
Yes.
So they traded the WAW All Africa Championship in the UK. He's coming back. This is his mandatory title rematch. They are fighting. Myself, I'm fighting a guy by the name of, what's his name? Mitchell Starr. Yes. He's the WAW the current European champion.
Oh my word.
And I'm facing him.
I'm just scared.
Why should I be scared? You can go onto Instagram and take a look at it. The guy wrestles. He comes out with a wig and a bathrobe with sparkles on it. Why must I be afraid of that? He does his makeup up. He looks like a drag queen. Why must I be afraid of that? He's going to be dragging. He's going to be dragging his backside back to the UK. That's the only thing he's going to be
No, I'm
dragging.
more excited. I can't wait to check that.
Hey, put me up again. Look,
What's his name again?
Mitchell Starr.
Michelle Star.
Now, I've taken a look at his matches. He's very, very good. He's just completed a tour in Australia.
Yes.
He's very, very good. Very good. And he's been champion for a while. Am I nervous? Kind of.
Yeah, you have to be nervous. If you
You have
take
to
your
be
career
nervous.
seriously.
If you're saying as you take your career, you have to be serious. I'm nervous because the last time I was in the ring, I suffered a concussion.
No,
And I've only recently been cleared from that concussion.
that's serious stuff.
So I am prepared in terms of going 25, 30, 40 minutes in the ring. I'm prepared to do that. I'm prepared to put my body on the line. As you can see with the knee brace, I'm prepared to put my body on the line for it. I am nervous that I do not want to disappoint South Africa because this is my opportunity
Yes.
to not only beat the European champion, but to get myself into contention for that heavyweight championship, the WAW South Africa heavyweight championship.
Exactly.
Because if I can beat Mitchell Starr, I can beat Mr. Wrestling.
Oh yes. Amen to that.
And that's the game. So my game plan is set. My mindset is set.
You get this star guy out of the way,
If I get him out the way, the next step is Mr. Wrestling.
and that's your main goal.
And that's the goal. But I'm not taking
You one head at a time.
I'm not taking this
Star guy for
this thong wearing fatty for a joke. He's the real deal.
Yes.
He's the real deal. So I am nervous but prepared.
No, it's not a bad thing to be nervous. It's definitely not a bad thing. Yeah, it comes with a if you take your career as serious, you have to be nervous, and that will definitely push you to next height. So now, talking about this tournament, if one wants to follow it and about the bookings, the tickets and stuff, how does one get to get such information?
Here's the thing. This Wrestle Monster is the marquee event of the Splashed Festival that happens every single year
Yes.
in the Eastern Cape.
Yes.
The entrance to the wrestling show is free of charge.
Oh yeah.
It is
Mahala,
free of
gratis.
charge. Gratis, free, nothing. No money involved. No money involved. We are going to, for the guys that aren't in the Eastern Cape, we are going to be broadcasting it live on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. So the eyes of the world will be on us. If you want to take a look, you can follow us on Facebook, World Wrestling of Association South Africa. You can follow us on TikTok. You can follow us on Instagram. You can follow myself on Instagram as well, Loudmouth SA. That's my handle across all platforms. Instagram, Facebook. On Facebook, I do have the Loudmouth Appreciation Society as well, which there's another angle to that as well. But you can follow us on all of those social medias. TJ Tremor's on there, Exterminator's on there, Ananzi's on there, Joshua the Bull is on Instagram, he's on TikTok, he's on Facebook and everything like that. TJ Tremor's on all these things, or all these social medias. So you can start following us individually, or you can follow World Association of Wrestling South Africa. You can get links to the entire event. And on our YouTube channel,
Oh yes.
everything's going to be there.
Everything's going to be either like our guest Loudmouth has said it. Still with the game, still with the preparations. We know more in most sports. There's been this dope testing and what and whatnot. I believe in wrestling, your adrenaline has to be of the top notch.
Yeah.
Do you guys take any substance? Do you do any dope testing in this game? Because I see the guys that are in doing wrestling, the adrenaline is out of this world.
Yeah.
How do you get adrenaline so sky high?
Well, because we've got two angles of how we work out. We've got our in-ring work and our gym work and things like that. Yes, we do. So we do have supplements and protein shakes and things like that. We do get tested.
Oh, yeah.
We do get tested.
You do get tested.
But we get tested obviously for the steroids, but we also
Yes.
we get tested for drug test and alcohol test and things like
Yes,
that. It's
exactly,
important because if you go into the ring in an altered state, you're going to make mistakes.
You might even injure yourself.
Injure yourself, injure your opponent. Man, it's not tiddlywinks. It's not tiddlywinks. We do stuff that is super, super dangerous. Super dangerous. And that's why we train as hard as we do, because it's very easy. I've dislocated my knee. I've dislocated my shoulder. I have injured my ankle numerous times.
You've just been cleared from a
I've just been
concussion.
cleared. I've just been cleared from a concussion. These things are serious injuries.
Serious, yes.
Our exterminator was out for 2 years because he tore his ligaments in his knee. 2 years of his wrestling career, he did nothing. So this isn't a game. You know, people are, like, wrestling, I can do it.
No ways. Count me out.
You're a tall guy, good-looking guy. Yeah.
Count me out.
So we are checked for that stuff on a regular basis. And our sport is as safe as it can be. Now, unfortunately, accidents happen. I've broken my nose 3 consecutive times with 3 different opponents. It's madness. I broke my nose in Cape Town. I broke my nose first when we wrestled in Bothaville, and then I broke my nose in Cape Town, and then when I came back from that, I broke my nose there at the Arnold Classic. 3 matches in a row, I landed up breaking my nose.
That is tough stuff.
It's tough. That's tough stuff. I'm lucky I'm still so pretty. Otherwise, it would have affected me.
And I'm surprised. And I'm surprised. And then coming back to the venue, you said it's going to be a gratis mahala.
That's it.
Just to walk in there. So if do you by any chance know the capacity of the venue, that how many people can it take? And since it is gratis, what if the whole Gqeberha comes in? How does one go about doing the bookings, and as far as that is concerned?
We have been very blessed with that show, because we have been given a space that can hold up to 15,000 people.
Oh, great.
Now, WrestleMonster 3, we had over 18,000 people watching our wrestling. The lowest crowd we had, unfortunately, was last year, but we had adverse weather conditions. For the first time in PE in about 16 years, they had winds that were over 100 kilometers an hour.
Yes. Hence it's called the Windy City.
So it's the Windy City for a reason. So we couldn't have our event that day. We had to postpone it to the next morning.
Yes.
The next morning we had bad weather. That's unfortunately, it's an open air event.
Yeah.
It's one of those things.
Yeah,
But on average, we've had at least 10,000 people watching the show at any time.
No, that's great attendance.
It's fantastic.
It's great attendance.
It allows us to have so many different eyes on the product. And I cannot thank the Eastern Cape and Nelson Mandela Bay and Port Elizabeth for that support, because every year they support us so well. And we've got support from the local government and everything like that, and it's so heartwarming when we go out there and we put on a performance on the Lifetime, and there's this massive crowd that is on there, and they're cheering and they're booing, and they really are enjoying the event, man. And like you say, it gets your adrenaline up.
Yes, exactly.
To such an extent. I am yet to find that lightning in a bottle that compares to the fact that when you get out there, man, and there's 10,000 people, and they say
whatever they are doing, whatever
they might be screaming, they might be booing and
that's
things
fine.
like that.
Bring it on.
If they boo, even better, because then I know I'm doing my job as a bad guy. That adrenaline rush of that crowd,
It's priceless.
you can put coffee straight into my veins. You're not going to get the same thing. You're not going to get the same electricity.
Talking about the event itself, how is it going as far as sponsorship is concerned? Your accommodation, your traveling, and all of that. Who carries all those costs?
Well, because the Splash Festival is associated with Eastern Cape tourism, a lot of the event is paid for by the government, because it is a sponsored. It is one of the Splash Festival is their event.
Okay, it's the government's.
It's the government's event,
okay.
but they have given us scope to open up naming rights for the show, and we are trying at this point in time to get somebody to sponsor the naming rights for the show.
Okay.
Now I'm going to give you a heads up. Now it is not cheap, but
It's wrestling after all.
But you must understand that there's going to be 10,000. We've made space for 15,000 people at the event. There's going to be eyes of the world on this event. The eyes of the world are going to be on your product.
Exactly.
As they are on my product, as they are on every one of the wrestlers that are represented there. Your eyes are going to be on that product. And for you to be associated with that product and that brand, that goes a long way to getting your product out there.
Surely, yeah, that goes without saying.
And that
It shouldn't come cheap.
That goes without saying. But just because all of these things are going to happen doesn't mean that now, it's a sponsorship and it's done. Our plan, because we have got national exposure with this event, not only that, but on channel 260 on Mpuma Kappa, every
Yes.
Wednesday night at 9 to 10, with the repeats on Saturday at 5 to 6, we have got an hourly television show.
Every
Every Wednesday night at 9 p.m.
it is there, and that's on the DSTV channel,
The STV channel 260 in Mpuma Kappa TV.
Mpuma Kappa.
Yes. So we've got that exposure going as well. So not only will you be at this event, but when we are doing regular, because we're going to be doing regular shows after this,
Exactly.
regular TV, because we've got the TV spot.
Yes.
Now you're starting to get involved in that type of sponsorship.
The footprint that it will.
That your footprint now starts to become exponential. Exponential.
Return on investment right there.
That's it. And I mean, I've got a broad chest, I've got a broad back. You can use me as a billboard.
Use that mouth as your billboard.
you can print all the guys. All the guys will wear all the sponsored apparel with pride wherever we go. And we've got another 15 events booked after Wrestle Monster. We're going to be calling it the Wrestle Monster Revenge Tour.
Oh yes.
So we're going to be going out there and we're going to be doing more shows after this. We're going to be doing more TV after this. So your exposure is going to be exponential.
Exactly.
Exponential. Me personally, I have a problem with energy drinks. I drink a lot of energy drinks. So Monster, Dragon, Switch, any other energy drink company out there, I'm just saying.
Just in case, if you're looking for a man,
If you're looking for a sponsor,
don't look any further.
please don't look any further.
Now that you've mentioned Monster and the event is, what is it called, South Africa? Monster Sea.
Wrestle Monster, yeah.
Wrestle Monster. Has it got anything to do with the energy drink?
No. When we started with Wrestle Monster, yes, WrestleMania was already out there.
Yes.
But this event started off at the Splash Festival. And our first event was this monster. We hadn't even named it Wrestle Monster.
Oh, wrestling is all about monsters. Anyway.
It was about these monsters. We had these
You
big
are a
guys,
monster.
Fury and Roadblock, and all of these big guys coming out there and everything like that. And somebody turned around and went, "Hey man, these guys are wrestling monsters." Wrestle
I can
Monsters.
relate. That's what you are.
Wrestle Monsters.
That's what you are.
Man, I wish I was taller. That's the only
I wish I
thing.
was a little bit taller. I wish.
I
that
don't
reminds me of
need a
Skiller.
bat. I don't need a rabbit in a hat. I don't need a girlfriend. I've got a wife or anything like that. I just wish I was taller.
We are still tuning in to Sports Geek with Sipho Ngcobo, only on Nirvana World FM. Your beat, your music. We are coming to you live from our south of Johannesburg studios in Lenesia, Ekoli, Gauteng, Maboneng, and Nganaga. And we are still in conversation with our studio guest in the form and shape of aka Mr. Loudmouth. He's in the building. Let's quickly go for a breather. We'll continue on the other side of this.
24 hours a day.
No matter how hard I try,
Thank you very much to Chair Believe. Oh, yes. Whatever that you believe on, no matter what the naysayers are saying about you, about what you believe on, keep focus. Prove the naysayers wrong. No matter what they say, keep your eyes on the goalpost.
I want to ask a question though.
Yes, you
Who's- you were rocking out to that song while we were busy talking here. Who sings that song?
Che, the legendary Che.
Yeah, let's
Let-
keep it that way, please.
Let's give you are so jealous, man. Talking of Che, and I did mention that that's legendary Che, and I don't think you know anything about Che. He was not a bambino when Che got everyone on the dance floor. You don't know anything about Che. I mean, you're almost as good as that 2000 kid, when.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about Che?
I know that she was Sunny and Cher at one stage.
Okay.
Yeah, she sang,
you know
she sang,
something
she
about
sang
Che.
I got you, babe.
Oh,
It
yes.
was covered by UB40 and Chrissy Hahn.
Oh, you know.
So
you,
I know that.
Oh,
I know
this-
that.
No, okay, I withdraw. It's near a bambino anymore.
No. You can still call me a baby. It's fine. I'm still pretty like that.
Okay, whatever you say. That was a legendary show. She gave us a believe, whatever that you believe on, keep your eyes on the goal. There'll always be the naysayers. Do not give them the satisfaction. Even about our wrestlers, like our guest here in the studio, Loudmouth, he did say he enjoys being the villain. He enjoys being the bad guy. So keep those naysayers coming, and those naysayers, they might just be the catalyst for you to get on to that, to get over the line.
That's
We
it.
need the enemies. We can do with some naysayers,
Well-
detractors.
How are your stars going to shine bright if you don't have the darkness
Exactly.
to make them shine?
Ex-
That's me. I am the darkness.
I wouldn't-
I'm not Darkwing Duck, but I am the darkness.
I wouldn't have said it better myself. No, that's a loud mouth there for you. Telling it as it is. Coming back to the game itself, surely wrestling, it's something else. It's not your normal sport. I mean, the preparations and everything, you have to be on top of your game. Coming back to the diet and everything, what does a wrestler eat? Do you eat pap and milk? Do braai? What does the diet of the wrestler look like?
Well, I can't talk for other guys because I'm built a little bit differently.
Yes.
I'll say it up front. I have a problem with energy drinks and with sugar. I love donuts and pastries and things like that. I've got one of those gold cards to Krispy Kreme. Yeah, I got one of those.
Okay.
I love that. The main thing you need to understand about your diet
Yes.
is you can exercise as much as you want, but if you're not changing your dietary habits,
Yes.
you can forget about losing weight or picking up weight or building muscle or things like that. In my experience, and with me, and I'm talking about me personally, I try and avoid everything that your food that is white. So rice, pasta, pap, that type of thing. I try and minimize that in my diet. If I'm going to have rice, I'm going to have brown rice. If I'm going to have pasta, I'd rather not have the pasta. I'd rather not have pap, because at the end of the day, your body needs those carbohydrates, sure,
Exactly.
but they don't need them all the time. So my diet, ideally, when it comes to about 3 months before a major event like this, or even when I'm on the road, my diet will consist mainly of meat and a bit of vegetables. Now, if you look at the size of the palm of your hand, and you ball your fist, that is the size of your stomach. So anybody who's listening there, put up a fist, that is the size of your stomach. If you open your hand and the palm of your hand, that is how much meat you should actually be taking into your body every day.
Okay.
Now you add your vegetables, brown rice and things like that. If you eat like that, you have eggs in the morning, you have a mid-morning snack, a protein or a protein shake or something like that, mid-morning snack. You have a lunch, which is invariably a chicken salad or something like that. And then in your evenings, you have your meat and your vegetables, maybe 50 grams of rice. You do that for 2 weeks. You avoid sugar, you avoid sugary drinks, fruit juices and things like that. You only drink water. I guarantee anybody will lose at least 5 kilos.
Dietitian Loudmouth has just said it.
It's all about moderation.
Exactly.
Because if you have moderation in anything you eat, and you're exercising on a regular basis, your metabolism will metabolize that food at a speed that your body is comfortable with.
Okay.
And once your body is comfortable with that speed, you will be able to maintain your weight, maintain your glycemic index, which controls your liver function, which controls your sugar and things like that. If you're predisposed to diabetes and things like that, yes, it is going to be a problem, but it is going to be managed better if your diet is consistent, healthy, and varied.
Oh yes, the dietitian Loudmouth has said it. Coming back from the diet now to Loudmouth outside the ring, outside entertaining people. I believe you also have a podcast of your own.
Yeah, we started. I started the podcast mainly as a thing where South Africans can learn the history of South African professional wrestling, because South African professional wrestling, not a lot of people know this, is very rich and varied. Now, unfortunately, it happened at that time, and we know about the time,
Yes.
70s, 80s, early 90s, and things like that. But what people don't know about those times is guys like Andre the Giant, guys like The Undertaker,
Yes, oh yes.
guys from overseas, guys like Dusty Wolf and the Giant Warrior and things like that, guys that were big stars in the States on local TV, came to South Africa and actually performed, not for one performance or things like that, performed for weeks and months.
Exactly.
A guy by the name of PJ Black, he wrestled in WWE as Justin Gabriel.
Yes.
His father was the Pink Panther
Oh yeah.
in South African wrestling.
Okay.
And he brought out a lot of guys from the States, along with Jackie Kuhn and Bull Herf and a lot of the other promoters there. And my podcast was primarily to educate people, to let them know that these things happened.
Okay.
And then I started interviewing the local wrestlers on their opinion and things like that, because as much as people watch WWE and things like that,
Yes.
they don't even know that there's local wrestling happening probably around the corner from them.
Exactly.
Now, the WWE has done a great job in the globalization of professional wrestling, and that's fantastic. But we as South Africans are just as passionate about professional wrestling than America and things like that.
Yes.
South Africa has the third biggest WWE viewership outside of America.
Exactly. Yeah, I can concur to that.
But they don't know that they've got local events happening right around the corner from them.
Exactly. Surely they don't.
They don't.
They don't.
Because I've been at events where we have had great matches on, and we're performing in front of 10, 15, 20 people. Now that needs to change.
It got to change.
It has to change.
Yeah. It
So my idea was to get these local wrestlers out there, talk about their experiences and things like that, and put it out to the world. And it has been going successfully. Unfortunately, at this point in time, I'm moving from Johannesburg to Port Elizabeth. I'm relocating permanently to Port Elizabeth.
How can you say that?
So it's been a bit slow in terms
Yeah.
of putting out regular content.
Okay.
Just as a thing, I'm going to be going down to PE on a permanent basis. I'm going to be helping out running the wrestling school from there. I'm going to be learning the back end side of it. On Mpuma Kappa TV, I'm already there as a creative assistant and things like that.
Okay.
I'm going to be heading up creative in terms of writing the storylines for the TV shows. So I'm transitioning from front facing into the back end.
Yes.
And to do that, unfortunately, I need to be there. Also, big thanks to Mpuma Kappa TV. They have given us the opportunity to keep that relationship going and giving us that airtime. They'll also be going to be giving us studio time.
Oh, great.
So not only am I going to be running the podcast on a regular basis, but then we're also going to be talking live, like we're talking
yes,
now,
yes,
about wrestling as well. And to do that, I have to be there.
Yeah, it makes business sense.
Makes business sense. Will I miss Joburg? No.
You nasty. Did
I
your wife approve that?
Well, she's standing right outside there. She's happy to go with me, just as long as after that we go to Cape Town, because that's her dream.
Oh, okay.
So we're busy doing my dream now. We're going to be doing her dream just
later
now.
on.
So I'm very thankful for the support of my wife. Without her, I don't think I would have made it half as far as I did.
Oh, Amen to that.
Yeah. Always find somebody that supports you no matter what.
No
Just
matter
to let you
what.
know. Even if you're a Chief supporter, that's a different story. You need that support. So that's how the podcast was. And that's how the podcast is going to be in future. So we're going to be putting out a lot more content out there. We're going to be putting out a whole bunch of stuff. We are still going to be discussing major relevant talking points within the world of professional wrestling. We're discussing like Okada's now gone from Japan to the States. His pay scale has gone through the roof. How does that affect the rest of professional wrestling? WrestleMania is coming up now.
Oh, yes.
The Rock and Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes are having all of their business. That's fine. But we need South Africans to look at South African wrestling because we have got super talent here. There's kids coming up there that are absolutely super talented. In Joburg, in Durban, in PE, in Cape Town. There's all these super talented guys that are really putting their bodies out line and on the line and really delivering the best wrestling product that they can. We just need to, as South Africans, start supporting South African wrestling. And I promise you, and I'll make this promise hand on heart, South African wrestling is just as good as any wrestling you'll find anywhere in the world. I'll guarantee you, I will put my head, you can put my head in a guillotine, I will put any South African wrestler up against any wrestler in the world. Guaranteed, I'll put my head on the block for that. Because of the talent, I believe in every one of the talent that is in here in South Africa. And I know that our talent is just as good as the talent out there.
South African talent is as good as any international talent. That's what our guest there, Loudmouth, has just said. I, for one, I strongly believe what he says. Surely come the 29th of March 2024 in Port Elizabeth, Gqeberha, Windy City, if you like. It will be happening. What is it? Wrestle
Monster 6.
South
Yeah,
Africa
baby!
versus UK.
That's it. South Africa takes on the best of South Africa, takes on the best of the UK in this never-to-be-seen event on the African continent. WAW South Africa puts on an event like no other, and you will be a miss if you miss it out. 29th of March, the Windy City, Port Elizabeth, takes on the rest of the world, baby. You will be a miss to see it.
Just cannot afford to miss it. Once again, how can one follow up follow the event on social media and all that stuff, and also your social media platforms where one can follow you as individual?
All right. We recommend that everybody follow us on Facebook, the
Yes.
World Association of Wrestling South Africa.
Yes.
We've got a Facebook page. We've got WAWSA on Instagram. All of our details and all of the broadcast dates and everything and the links and everything will be put there.
Yes.
You can follow myself, Loudmouth SA, or you can follow the Loudmouth _WAWSA
And
on
where is
Instagram.
that? On Instagram.
On TikTok, Loudmouth SA. On Facebook, the Loudmouth Appreciation Society, because everybody needs to appreciate the Loudmouth. Join the society.
Join the club.
That's it.
Thank you very much, Loudmouth, for gracing our studios. We really had a great time. Even now, I must say that I'm a little bit hurt that you've just told us that you are leaving Joburg for the Windy City. Yeah, I didn't like those news. I can't believe your wife approved it.
Listen, I'm tired of Joburg traffic.
Crime.
The crime, look, you're in South Africa. Crime is going to be
Everywhere.
But I'm looking forward to two things when I'm down there. One, I will be able to impart my knowledge onto the next generation of professional wrestlers coming up.
Yes.
Because I've reached the age now where not everything's, the knees don't work and the hips don't work. And Shakira said hips don't lie, and mine's telling me the truth that mine are finished. So to impart the knowledge onto the next generation, to put my wrestling mind to programming and to creative and things like that is the next evolution of where the guys that are ready to retire need to go. They need to pass on their knowledge. And for me, it is so important because when I started in wrestling, a gentleman by the name of Jeff Bearden, the Giant Warrior, gave me a piece of advice. He said, Donovan, when you leave professional wrestling, always leave it in a better place than where you found it.
Exactly.
And that's the knowledge that I want to impart, because I need to leave wrestling in a better place with that when I found it.
You owe it to the next generation.
I owe it to myself to give the next generation the tools to be better than what I was.
Amen. Only Loudmouth can put it better like that. Thank you very much, my friend. Once again, let's hope I will get another discussion with you before you finally relocate to Port Elizabeth. Oh, but even if you're in Port Elizabeth, we can always do the discussion telephonically.
My number's still 911. You know what it is.
I have your number. I have it on my speed dial anyway.
Yes.
So I'll always give you a ring, regardless. But as long as you are still somewhere in the country, even overseas, we can still get you telephonically.
I look forward to it, and I will never turn my phone over when I see your number.
No, you can't afford it. Just to wrap it up, Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates.
Orlando Pirates 2-1.
Orlando Pirates 2-1. Tomorrow, Liverpool, Manchester City.
Liverpool 3, Man City 1.
You've heard it from the man himself, Loudmouth. Thank you very much, Baba, for your time.
Guys, thank you very much for having me. I really do appreciate your time. I love your show. I watch it every weekend. You are doing a great service to the radio community. I commend you guys for the service that you're putting on. I love the radio station. Guys, I follow them on all the social medias. You see it back here. And follow me. And if you don't follow me and you don't follow Nirvana World, follow the birds.
You are so missing. I don't have an option. You have to follow our guest here. You have to follow Nirvana World FM. You owe it to yourself. That's the best you can do. Come on.
There we go.
There you go. Time now it is 20 minutes before 1 o'clock. Let's quick go for a breather. We will continue on the other side of this.
For all your mani, pedi, day, evening, and bridal makeup, contact Nail Talk by D. Latest designs for acrylic and gel, because you have to feel fabulous always. Brides, don't fear, as Nail Talk by D will get you looking fabulous for your special day. For more details, contact Diksha on 073 497 3258.
Ever heard a baby bellow at the top of its lungs in a public place, far from your best music track, right? For a more beautiful note, contact Nirvana Sounds for your studio and live recordings. We engineer sound to perfection according to your specifications. We ensure crisp and clear audio-video conversions and delight your function with sound, stage and lights for hire. Our quotes are pleasurable to the ear. Contact us now on 083 945 7664. Nirvana Sounds, powered by Gospel World FM.
Looking to upgrade or repair your desktop or laptop? With over a decade's experience, TV Master specializes in software installations, data recovery, restores, PC rebuilds and conversions from VHS to USB or DVD. For no obligation quote, contact Pre on 011 855 6738 or 072 7706 796. TV Master, the name you can trust. Taxes getting you in a twist? Satyam Accounting Integrity Indonesia can assist. With professional SaaS practitioners registered with the SA and BAP, contact Nishal Parsid on 081 442 4340 or 084 798 7038. Untwist those taxes with Satyam Accounting Integrity in Indonesia.
Welcome. This is your favorite station. Stay tuned.
No matter what happens, baby girl, I'm gonna love you. Till time stands still, you know. Through the sun, through the rain, darling, I will be right there. Just believe, let them say what they have to say. Baby girl, I really don't care. Talk to me, say, all my love is here for you. You don't have to search very far. There is no one else like you. That's my reason why I will love you till time stands still. Time stands still. as I am here. Nothing will pull us apart. Nobody, nothing. Yes, I know we have our flaws, still we can grow strength to strength. See, there is no one else like you. That's my reason why I will love you too. Stop standing still. I will love you too. Stop standing still. I will love you, baby girl. I'll always be. I will love you two times. Stand still, two times. Stand still. I will love you two times. I will love you, girl. I will love you, girl. Love you two times. I will love you, girl. I will love you, girl. Love you two times. I will love you, girl. Said I will love you, girl. Love you two times. I will love you, girl. Said I will love you, girl. I will love you two times. Stand still. Hey. I will love you two times. Stand still. I will love you, baby girl. I'll always will. Yes, I will. I will love you two times. Stand still. Yes, I will. Yeah, yeah. I will love you two times. Stand still. Love you two times. Love you two times. Stand still. I will love you two times. Stand still. Love you two times. Love you two times. Stand still. I will love you two times. Stand still. Love you two times. Love you two times. Stand still. I will love you two times. Stand still. Love you two times.
You are tuning into Sports Geek with Sponelo Ngobo, only on Nirvana Wild FM. Your beat, your music. Halala.
Looking in your eyes, I see a paradise. This world that I found is too good to be true. Standing here beside you, want so much to give you this love in my heart that I'm feeling for you.
Let 'em say we're crazy. I don't care about that. Put your hand in my hand, baby. Don't ever look back. Let the world around us just fall apart. Baby, we can make it if we're heart to heart. And we can build this dream together, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us now.
I'm so glad I found you. I'm not gonna lose you. Whatever it takes, I will stay here with you. Take it to the good times, see it through the bad times. Whatever it takes is what I'm gonna do.
Let 'em say we're crazy. What do they know? Put your arms around me, baby. Don't ever let go. Let the world around us just fall apart. Baby, we can make it if we're heart to heart. And we can build this dream together, standing strong forever.
Chiefs, nothing gonna stop us now. I'm sure in South African football, Mamelodi Sundowns, they are singing along to this song because they are cruising in as far as South African football is concerned. Nothing is gonna stop them now. Elsewhere in England, Liverpool, I'm sure as well, they're also singing along to this song. Nothing is gonna stop them now. Why? Simply because they are sitting at the summit in as far as English Premier League is concerned. Just across the ocean in Spain, surely Real Madrid as well are singing along to this song. Nothing is going to stop them now as they are leading the Spanish football. That is La Liga with the defending champions Barcelona huffing and puffing right below them. And then elsewhere in Italy, Inter Milan, I'm dead sure they will love this song. Nothing is going to stop them now. Inter Milan. Why? Simply because they are also leading in as far as Italian football is concerned. That is the Serie A. Inter Milan are also sitting comfortably at the summit in as far as Italian football is concerned. Coming back to Spain, let's quickly look at what's happening in as far as this weekend is concerned. Last night, the defending champions Barcelona, they beat Mallorca by 1-0. They also went on and missed the penalty that was taken by Guardiola. Barcelona, they dominated the proceedings, but unfortunately they struggled to find the back of the net, and then they eventually, thanks to the young star, the teenager Yaman, who eventually broke that deadlock for them, and which was enough to see the Catalans walking away victors by 1-0. And then this afternoon, Spanish football continues, where we'll see Getafe visiting Valencia. Why? Cadiz has got a date with Atletico Madrid. Granada welcome Real Sociedad, while Girona host Osasuna. And then come tomorrow, Alaves will welcome Rayo Vallecano, while Los Palmas welcome Athletic Bilbao. The current local leaders, the table toppers, that is Los Blancos, Real Madrid, they welcome Celta Vigo. That is tomorrow. That game gets underway at 7:15 tomorrow evening. And then the last one for tomorrow, we'll see Real Betis welcome Villarreal. Then on Monday, Sevilla is got a date with the ever struggling Almeria. After 27 games, Almeria, they still sitting without a win. Yes, you heard me right. After 27 games, Almeria, they're still rooted at the bottom without a single win. They don't know how does a win feel like. That is Almeria for you. Surely they are the relegation candidates. And then if we look at the top 10 as far as the La Liga is concerned, like I did mention that Real Madrid, they are comfortably sitting at the summit, followed by the defending champion, that is Barcelona. At number 3, we've got Girona. At number 4, Atletico Madrid is there. Number 5, Atletico Bilbao is there. Number 6, Real Betis. 7, Real Sociedad. 8, Los Palmas. 9, Valencia. And then number 10, we've got Osasuna. And then crossing the ocean straight to Italy, then we check what's happening as far as the Serie A is concerned. The defending champions, Napoli, they played to a 1-1 draw. That was last night against Torino. And then this afternoon, Serie A continues with Cagliari welcoming Salernitana, while who's this? Sassuolo welcome Frosinone. Bologna welcomes Inter Milan. Genoa has got a date with Monza. Then come tomorrow, we'll see Verona visiting Lecce, and then the third place, AC Milan welcomes Empoli, while Juventus, the old lady, they welcome Atalanta, while Roma visit Fiorentina. And then come Monday, we'll see Udinese. They've got a date with Lazio. Let's quickly try and look how do the log standings look like in as far as Italian football is concerned. Like I did mention previously, Inter Milan, they are sitting comfortably at the summit, followed by Juventus at number 3, AC Milan, they're sitting at number 3, Bologna at number 4, Roma at number 5, Atalanta at number 6, the defending champions Napoli are sitting at number 7, Fiorentina at number 8, Lazio number 9, and then at number 10 we've got Torino. Time now, it is 5 to 1 o'clock. Definitely time doesn't look like it is on our side. Let's go for a breather. When we return, definitely I will be signing off. Oh, it looks like technology got the better of me this time around. Let's give it a try one more time and see if technology will play the game this time around.
Ever heard a baby bellow at the top of its lungs in a public place, far from your best music track, right? For a more beautiful note, contact Nirvana Sounds for your studio and live recordings. We engineer sound to perfection according to your specifications. We ensure crisp and clear audio-video conversions and delight your function with sound, stage and lights for hire. Our quotes are pleasurable to the ear. Contact us now on 083 945 7664. Nirvana Sounds, powered by Gospel World FM.
But how I wish you'd be here with me all year around. Ramadan.
Very warm greetings for and on behalf of Nirvana World FM and myself as your beloved ward councillor Imran Musa. I wish to take the opportunity to wish one and all a blessed Ramadan, a month of serious reflection, a month that many of us need to understand how the impoverished feel, how they feel when we fast. That is the way many of the people that do not have food feel continuously throughout the days. So this is a month that we should sacrifice, dedicate to understand with serious reflection on how many of those impoverished feel. Thank you so much.
Fills up the air. Ramadan, month of the Quran. I feel it.
Taxes getting you in a twist? Satyam Accounting Integrity Indonesia can assist. With professional SaaS practitioners registered with the SA BAP, contact Nishal Parsid on 081 442 4340 or 084 798 7038. Untwist those taxes with Satyam Accounting Integrity in Lenasia. Looking to upgrade or repair your desktop or laptop? With over a decade's experience, TV Master specializes in software installations, data recovery, restores, PC rebuilds and conversions from VHS to USB or DVD. For no obligation quote, contact Pre on 011 855 6738 or 072 7706 796. TV Master, the name you can trust.
Oh yes, it is the 9th of March 2024. It is a sports all round. South Africa is divided. Don't forget that come at 3 p.m. this afternoon, Orlando Pirates, they entertain their traditional rival, that is the mighty Kaizer Chiefs. Elsewhere, Liverpool, they take on their defending champion, that is the Manchester City, that is the come tomorrow in the Super Sunday. Elsewhere in cricket, don't forget that the England Indian tour is still very much with us. We are sitting on the 5th match in as far as that 5-match series is concerned of England's tour to India, and the home side India, they seem to be having control of the proceedings. They are dominating their visitors. England, surely England, they just can't wait for this series to be over. Currently India are leading the series 4-1, and we are sitting on day 3, and India, they're definitely cruising. They are definitely leading India with England rather with more than 300 scoreline. It is going to be tough indeed for England to try and overhaul that score. It doesn't look like the visitors India, they will definitely get this one back. So I can comfortably predict that India, they will win this series by a whopping 4-1 thrashing. Surely the buzz ball of England has been neutralized out in India. And then coming back closer to home, don't forget that in netball, that is Jenny Van Dyke has been appointed as the Spa Proteas national coach. That is a great news indeed. She is replacing the outgoing, that is the Australian-born Norma Plum, who has already actually vacated her position. Let's hope Jenny Van Dyke will bring the happy days in as far as the Spa Proteas are concerned. That is the National Netball setup is concerned. And then on another news, like I did mention it with our studio guest, that is Loudmouth, that elsewhere Northwest University has honored the Springboks head coach, that is Rassie Erasmus, with the doctorate degree. As from now, Rassie Erasmus is not Rassie Erasmus for you. Get used to it. He is Dr. Rassie Erasmus. Yes, you heard me right. Rassie Erasmus is now officially Dr. Rassie Erasmus. Will Kaizer Chiefs rob Pirates, or will it be the other way around? Orlando Pirates robbing Kaizer Chiefs. Unfortunately, it is at that time of the show we have to laugh and leave you, but as always, it's not the end of the world. We'll do this once again next week, same time, same place. That is between 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. You know what to do. You know exactly what to do. You have to tune in if you don't want to miss anything in as far as the sporting world is concerned. It will be brought by you to you by Spandalo Ngobo. That is a sports geek for you between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Till then, I am Spandalo Ngobo. Let's do this once again next week, Saturday, same time, same place. Till then, it is bye-bye.